Welcome to Beer and Board Games, folks, where we're going to give you some late-breaking news at 11. News at 11 is a game of making funny newscasts with yourselves. And now, please give me a beer.
How about Vixen Irish-style Red Ale from Old Busthead? This beer is from our beer subscription that Mel gives to us on a yearly basis. And this, I think, is the third year, if I'm not mistaken.
What a great way to support the show in a fun and unique way. Thanks, Mel. I need a bottle opener. I don't got one. Ah.
Are you reaching into your ass?
Ow, my ass! Oh, keys.
All right, beer tasting time.
Big time cherry flavor. I normally don't like red ales because they taste rusty, but this is pretty good.
I saw red ale and I was disappointed, and then I drank it, and now I'm not.
News at 11 is a game of making up funny news stories. What's going to happen is there's going to be one of us who's going to be the anchor, and then 3 field reporters. And we'll be using kind of random words to construct these crazy news stories. There's a morning news segment, an afternoon segment, and an evening segment. We have to come up with a name for ourselves, a newscaster sounding name.
I am Court Knockley.
I'm going to reprise my name from the original time we played this game, and I'm going to be Clint Flint.
Angela Fairweather.
And I'm Dodge Dart.
The way we start this, it's kind of like Mad Libs. You're going to draw one card from your News at 11 deck. And it has 2 suggestions for a prompt from the other players. I need a quantity.
Court.
7.
A flying animal.
That thing in your pocket.
Fire starter.
Lip balm.
Sauce.
Sauce. Bernays.
Aaron, the anchor, starts out the news program, and he will pick a news segment card, introduce one of the reporters, and they'll do a report that fits the parameters of that segment card using the 2 to 3 words on their News at 11 card.
Ba 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 ba.
Welcome to Big News this evening. My name is Dodge Dart.
Dodge! It's morning!
I've just been told that it's actually this morning. It's hard for me to keep track ever since this pandemic started, but apparently it is morning, and I appreciate that correction, Dale. All right, now, on with the news. Our first story comes from Clint Flint. He has a very important consumer warning.
Thank you, Dodge. Clint Flint reporting here at the mayonnaise factory where quart upon quart of mayonnaise has been infected with bat bacteria. Now, we know in these troubling times how dangerous bats can be, and now they've gotten into our mayonnaise as well. We urge you to take all of your Hellmann's, all of your Miracle Whip, even the fancy mayonnaise that you buy at the food co-op. Don't consume it. It has been contaminated by bats and their dirty leavings.
There's guano in the mayo. Now we move on to a slightly less stressful topic. Our man, Court Knockley, has this update on health and beauty.
I am here at the underwear factory. They are doing a grand opening of some new lacy negligee boxers, and I actually have some on right now, and let me tell you, they are fabulous.
Oh, Court. Always humorous. We move on to Angela Fairweather, who, speaking of weather, has our weather report.
Hi, Dodge. Great to see you. I'm actually out on a boat in the middle of Lake Mendota, and I have to say that the recent strong tides have churned up the mud at the bottom of the lake. The lake looks like Bernays sauce. The boats around me are capsizing. People are clinging to their lip balm like they're like life preservers. It's a tragedy.
That's very hard to hear, Angela, but could you let us know how the weather is?
Oh, it's not too bad.
That has been the morning news. I hope to see you in the afternoon, which I will certainly call the evening when we get there. Goodbye, and God bless all of you.
Look, she tucks her head in like this.
You should write a parody about Sadie to Styx's lady.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Sadie.
You've got stones in your kidneys. They're blocking your urethra now. Sadie.
They just charged us a fortune.
And your kidneys are okay now.
You're my Sadie.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
On our Patreon, we have a level where you can give a gift to people who do beer and board games. Who does beer and board games more regularly than Courtney Collins? Jonathan has gotten Courtney a gift. A mask. That's from Jonathan. However, this particular item was actually created by the Hodges. This is from Ralph, who says, "To Becky, my wonderful wife, thanks for showing me the basics and letting me commandeer your sewing machine, which opened up a rewarding creative outlet that has brought me so much joy."
For your afternoon broadcast, you have 2 cards to incorporate into your story. So I need a remedy
Bladderwort.
and a vegetable.
Carrot.
Cult film.
Reefer madness.
Sharp object.
A stiletto.
Wet place.
Swamp.
Basement.
Puddle.
Vagine.
Vagine. Yeah, vagine. Now, for our second card, we're supposed to exchange our old cards, but we obviously can't do that over Zoom. You're going to hold up your card to the screen, and you just pick 2 words from the other cards that you see. You could do 2 from one card or 1 from each.
And don't forget them. I like being the anchor. I don't have to do any of this extra work.
Ba 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 ba.
This is Dodge Dart, and welcome to the evening news during the afternoon. The major news story comes from Court Knockley, who is going to be talking to us about traffic. Apparently traffic, a big deal right now. Court?
Dodge, it's like reefer madness down here at Quandary and Maine. There's been a major accident involving a lip balm truck and a small Toyota Corolla. Someone got hit by one of the lip balm boxes right in their settee. Are you doing okay?
Oh, it's horrible. It's like reefer madness around here.
Sorry to say this, but it looks like you got hit by a bat right there in the settee.
Yes, I'm covered in balm.
Getting an ambulance soon, ma'am?
Am I getting one? I didn't call anybody.
Would somebody call an ambulance?
My cell phone was stolen by a bat.
May I get your name for our newscast?
Lydia Clack.
It sounds like you might have a head injury. Back to you, Dodge.
Thank you, Court. Yeah, there really is a scene going on down there in the traffic area right now. Watch out if you're driving down in that area. We don't know what area that was. I don't think that was discussed, unfortunately. Now I'd like to turn it over to Angela Fairweather to discuss politics.
Well, Dodge, as you know, we're heading into the final months of the presidential primary. I'm reporting to you from the basement of the Stiletto Factory. We have one of the candidates who refuses to be named here with me today. The public wants to know is, what are you going to do about the bat problem in our city?
Now that I am dropping out, I don't have to worry about that crap anymore.
God, they're here.
Yeah, they are.
Dodge, back to you.
It's making it hard for me to want to continue doing the news, but I will continue the news just because I get money for it. Clint Flint has some very, very good tips for us right now. He is talking to a man on the street about a local interest subject.
That's right, Dodge. Thank you for giving me that. Listen, farmers are the backbone of our nation, particularly farmers who grow the crops of bladderwort that we rely on. I have one such farmer standing beside me right now.
My name's George. How's it going?
How is the bladderwort this year?
I've got 2 bladderworts out on my porch. They're in the, I just planted them. They're looking good.
Sir, what was your name again?
I can't remember.
Clint, it was George.
Thank you. Now, I understand that you are securing funding for building a factory to process your bladderwort more efficiently.
These 2 bladderwort plants, they need a lot of processing. We need an entire factory to do this.
And who's this lovely lady? Is this your daughter?
That's right. Her name's Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia.
I like bats.
Back to you, Ford.
It's Dodge, but I understand, Clint, you're probably high on reefer. Well, this has been the afternoon full of news, many exciting, hot news topics. This is Dodge Dart signing off on behalf of whatever the fuck news program this is. Are you a fairly regular viewer of Beer and Board Games? Maybe you miss a few episodes now and then. We get it. If you've got a moment every Thursday, do us a favor and just click on the episode. Even if you don't have time to watch it, just let it play through. It's going to help us stay in favor with the algorithm, and you'll be more likely to get notified the next time we release an episode.
Even over the Zoom, I hear slightly muffled breathing. Hi there, Cookie. I like your new mask. I'm wearing this mask because I just implemented a new policy at the bodega. Tell us all about it, Cookie. Well, have you heard of curbside pickup? Yeah, of course. Well, this is a little bit different. This is gutter side pickup. You call the bodega, you give us your shopping lists, and then I bring your groceries out into the gutter, and I fight off the rats until you get there to pick them up.
That sounds really safe.
Them rats keep biting me on the ass, but other than that, I make good tips.
People are going to be more generous because they know you're getting bitten by rats on the ass while this is...
That's right. They see them teeth marks on my buttocks.
Not many people are wearing 2 masks, Cookie.
I'm fully masked up. I need to get a snood for my head. Then I'll just be completely covered.
Good.
Boy, the internet's pretty shitty right now. I can't hear nothing.
Well, maybe you got too many masks on.
Yeah, well, maybe you, but what masks on?
I saw on Facebook that wearing a mask doesn't make any difference. I looked at a meme, and it was very clear that wearing a mask doesn't help anything.
Yeah, well, it's been nice knowing you. All right, well, this has been fun, but I gotta go. It's a waste of my goddamn time. So long, dummies.
Wow.
Cookie.
Music, please.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum.
This is Dodge Dart back with the actual evening news. I've got a lot of important news stories to give you this evening, and I've been drinking all day. Today we are going to go right to Angela Fairweather because she is going to give us a word from our sponsor.
Hi, Dodge. Tonight's newscast is being brought to you by Idaho, the state of many words, one of which is bladderwort. And with me today is the president of the Bladderwort Board, Mr. Clancy.
Bladderwort is Idaho's chief export, as we all know. And Bladderwort Days is a time for people to come together as Idahans.
Back to you, Dodge.
I'm going to cut over to Clint Flint, and he's going to give us tonight's big story, obituaries.
Thank you, Dodge. This is Clint Flint with obituaries, something that all newscasts have. I want to commemorate the death of a man who embodies the idea of reefer madness. His name is Glenn Flash. We have Glenn's last living relative with us, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the life of a man who lived on the edge.
Oh, God, Glenn, no.
Your name, sir.
Marty.
I want you to confirm a rumor that I heard. Is it true about Glenn and the basement and the stiletto?
If anyone needed help with, like, say, they wanted a man to walk over their back with stiletto heels for an hour or two so they could get off, he would comply. He was a good person.
Also, someone who has passed away recently is Honey Boy Simpson. He was the man who brought oregano to Idaho.
Unfortunately, we still have one more news cut. We're going to go to Court Knockley, who's probably going to give us some information we don't need about food and culture.
Thank you, Dodge.
You're not welcome.
I thought maybe I could share some viewer recipes. Basement carrots, all right? First of all, it needs to be grown inside. I just tried a basement carrot. Tasted great, but it's coming out right away.
I've requested you be fired so many times, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. Oh, this just in. Angela Fairweather has a very important report about sports.
I'm reporting to you from the third annual Lumberjack competition. Is coming by the... I'm too drunk to do this.
Angela, please, remain professional.
Ford, I'd just like to break in. This is Clint Flint. I am also too drunk for this.
This is very disappointing. We can't even do the evening news tonight, folks, because every one of our reporters is too drunk to continue.
Blah, blah, blah.
I don't even know who all our reporters are. I hope they're all fired. This is Dodge Dart. I will hopefully be bringing you news.
Bring, bring.
What? Hello?
Hello, Dodge. This is the station manager. You're fired.
Thank God is all I can say. Who are you?
It's me, Clint, actually. I was just messing with you.
You can't fire me. Fuck off. All right.
Bring, 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 bring.
Hello?
Hey, is this Fudge Fart?
No.
Woo! Reefer Madness!
I don't get it, people. I don't know why I'm taking phone calls at the end of the broadcast like this. This is utter folly. This broadcast has been a complete disaster.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba!
Ba-ba-bum.
Because I care about y'all.
That's why we love you.
You don't, but thank you.
I do love you.
You don't. You don't.
My live stream don't. My live stream don't.
Brad, do you love me?
I love you, Matt.
No, you don't.